Okay.
Ciao.
Uh-oh.
We
We in? We in?
struggle streaming.
Oh, okay. You got the melon.
Yeah,
Melon.
okay. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, we struggle streaming today, but okay. We're
We
gonna get it
here.
together.
You got it.
Thank you guys for tuning into our new show with me and Miss She Said.
Whoop,
How
whoop.
you-
Got the
Sis, you
water in
ready?
the building.
Okay, yes. You ready for this smoke?
Yes.
Because you know we gonna get it because you know how
You got some stuff
the
on
women
the
is.
menu. Everybody don't like what you're cooking.
Of course,
I
they
mean,
just be like, you can't tell me what to do.
I'm here to eat.
Exactly. Hey everybody. Oh, let's see who's in the
Welcome.
chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey AR, how you doing? Hey
Shout out to
Sean.
you.
Hey
Shout out to
Teddy.
you.
Thank you
Shout
guys
out to
for
you.
tuning in. I know this is a different time for all of us, but I just felt like that we need to do something in the daytime because everybody can't tune in the nighttime.
Right.
So, we just want to you know, grace,
Little early lunch
grace y'all
lesson.
with our presence. So
Little afternoon sunshine.
I know, right? Okay. Uh, before we get to our topic today, um, let's do some pleasantry, some whatever kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
let's start with you, sis. What do you have got going on?
Oh man. Mrs. She said we'll be starting on her page
Yay!
coming on. Um,
I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait.
my platform is similar to yours. I'm not gonna focus on relationships and
Mhm.
such as much. Mine's is more so kind of wanting to change the perspective of our women from fear to love, loving our black men.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
start with that. Just digging deep, reflecting on us versus pointing a finger at them.
Mhm.
So it's definitely more so a platform for praise of our men than bashing. So feel free
Yeah,
to come on
we
over
need more of
and
that.
join my crew. I
Yeah.
definitely need more sisters who want to promote them and love them up and give them as much praise as I do. So
Right,
all are
exactly.
welcome, Miss he said.
I mean, and look, we need more of that because especially in these YouTube streets, that's all you see.
Right.
Women just,
And I understand because they're probably sharing their perspective from the
mhm,
environments they have been around. So I'm going to share my
exactly,
perspective in the environments that I've
exactly,
been around, which
exactly,
were some awesome gentlemen. From the
exactly.
time I was a little girl up until now, like these gentlemen I'm meeting on these YouTube streets,
Correct.
you guys are good guys. I don't see y'all
Exactly.
out there, I'm not fearful of you guys for how you're expressing yourselves and giving your
Right.
opinions. So you need to be heard. I'll help
Exactly.
you get heard a
We
little
had
more.
to show them that all men ain't shit. Okay.
Yes.
All of them not ain't shit. Okay.
Mm-mm. I
It's
mean, and
all of
sometimes you have to reflect on yourself and the type of energy that you're, exuding to bring this type of energy towards
that's
you,
what
especially if
this
it's a cycle
platform
that
is
is very hard
about. Exactly.
for
We
breaking it.
gonna have to show them, like,
Yeah. And
okay.
some things are hard to break. You got to realize it and know, just like being an alcoholic. I mean, nobody's going to know until
Exactly.
they hit
Exactly.
rock bottom. But shit, I think we at rock bottom now.
Right.
We need
We
to,
got a comment. Um, Hank, I think we shouldn't be bashing each other at all. It depends on what you define as bashing.
bashing. Right.
Because when somebody is being giving you criticism from a loving place, and you don't want to accept it, some people tend to call it bashing or shaming, but it's
Absolutely.
really not.
Right.
So it's trying to let you see where you are in fault so that you can hold yourself accountable and make changes to be better. So it
Right.
depends on what you mean by bashing.
Hmm.
So
I mean, in medicine is, some medicine ain't good,
yeah, don't
but
take
it
that.
gets you better. It helps
Exactly.
you. So,
Yeah. Hey Daryl, how you doing?
and I have to say, most of us haven't experienced those kind of male masculinity when we were young girls. So it's hard to accept it now. So I
AR.
definitely,
A-
I'm bashing all day. Come on,
AR.
AL.
I cannot. I'm not doing this with you today. Okay. Not
I
today.
love that energy.
I'm not doing this with you today. Okay.
He's the man.
Okay. Um,
Welcome, y'all.
Somebody else said something else.
We're
She said,
definitely
well, you in that Lapeef group, so oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Ciao.
well.
Okay.
This is not that group.
I know
You
what
don't
you
have.
mean.
You definitely know.
I know what you mean.
Hmm.
Um, okay, guys. So let me get my little tidbits out the way. Look, guys, make sure you guys tune in tonight. Got a good show and Friday nights is my all male panel, and I get
Hmm.
to be the girl in the middle. Hey.
Hmm.
Surrounded by all this testosterone.
That's right.
Let me see. Did I put the
Please hit that like button. And if you haven't
like
subscribed,
button,
please
guys?
subscribe. If you want to
Um,
know when she's on, just hit that notification bell as well. Ooh, those are bars. Those are bars.
okay, bars. You better coin that, sis. I'm trying to tell you.
Woo.
I'm trying to find my little thing for tonight. Anyway, okay, if you look on my page, you will see what we're going to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Um, we're going to talk
Facebook,
about
IG.
the baby mama terrorists.
Mm.
And I came upon something very interesting. I was talking to someone, and then I ended up seeing it on a panel the other night, and that person said the exact same thing. I
Mm.
said,
Maybe
"Ooh,
they saw it
okay,
too.
yeah." It was like confirmation. So we're
Right.
going to talk about. I'm going to ask the men, why are you letting children raise your children?
Mm.
Mm. Think about that. Let that ponder. It's not where you think I'm going. So you got to tune in tonight to find out at
Okay.
7:30, guys. So tune in tonight.
7:30.
And
Pull
we're going to
up.
talk about the baby mama terrorists and men that are fighting for their children and the outcomes when the court system ignores the father's plea. So we're
Mm.
going to have a little bit of fun, and then we're going to get a little bit serious too.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So today on Sister Code, I think the first thing we need to do is define what is the Sister Code.
Okay.
So I'm going to show my definition. I gotta get used to this mailing thing, y'all. It's so different
It's a little
from
different. Okay.
yeah, it's different. The layout and everything is different from StreamYard.
Welcome, welcome, Sexy Slim's support circle. Okay. Sophisticated grizzly in the building.
All right, guys. Yep, this is not what I want. I'm sorry,
Okay,
guys. Hold on, guys.
it's coming along. New
Yeah.
string.
Yeah, I'm testing Melon out again
Mm-hmm.
because everyone seems to be having a lot of problems
StreamYard.
with StreamYard lately. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on, but I mean they need to be like, getting their stuff
You know,
together or something.
especially these companies who get enough monetary
Yeah.
compensation.
Like, and the thing about it is they're adding all these little bells and whistles and things to StreamYard because like now
Hmm.
you can add your own background music, blah blah blah. But if you're not if you keep, like what do you call it? Lagging and like last night I was watching one show where the whole stream just like went out and then came back. I was like, what is going on? So sis, what do you think
Hmm.
sister code is?
I had to look it up. I can tell you what I can the
Yes.
idea that I had because I didn't have sisters, I had brothers. So
Okay.
um, I think they share everything except men.
Mm.
Fears, dreams, ideas,
Mm-hmm.
clothes, makeup, breast milk. If it comes down to it,
Not the
except
breast
men.
milk. Sis. Why the breast milk? I cannot.
I don't know if it's followed, but that's what I assume it is.
Okay, let me share my screen. And we're gonna talk about this. Is it gonna act right today?
It's coming.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Um, can y'all see that? Let me
Mm-hmm.
try to make it bigger.
Might have to zoom in. I could read it for you. What is the sister code?
Okay, guys. Let's start with what is the sister code.
Okay.
So the sister code is females who will never betray, in other words, annoy, anger, backstab one another.
Okay.
The sister code is a friendship etiquette to be followed among women. And in today's feminist atmosphere, the sister code is women who put women before men. Does that sound familiar, sis?
Wow.
What do you think
Mm.
about that?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna break it down a little. The first one,
Go
females who will never betray. So it's
ahead.
broken down to annoy, anger, backstab, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Friends are gonna be annoyed. You're gonna anger your friend. Now the backstabbing, yes, that's a form of betrayal. But I think sisters should be truthful and be able to hold one another accountable. So those things would definitely cause someone to get annoyed or be angered, you know,
Mm-hmm.
by what you're, critiquing or
Mm-hmm.
expressing about their behavior. Sister code is a friendship etiquette to be followed among women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean,
So it's the
that's
opposite.
just
It's the opposite of bro code.
okay. Women
Bro
put
code.
women before
They
men.
got the mm-hmm. Women
I
put
don't know
women
about
before.
that one either. I mean, I can see the females who never, we don't betray each other. And I think individually that's, just like any relationship, the boundaries must be set because all people are different and friends are different. Not all your friends are different. They have different characteristics, you know. They may behave in certain ways with these friends, but when they're around you, they behave a different way, So,
Exactly.
we're
So
going to annoy each other.
yeah. Now all these three definitions going to come into play when we get into why
Okay.
women don't hold women accountable.
Mm.
So when you think about why women won't hold other women accountable, where do these definitions fit? What you think?
They don't fit. I don't know if we're really being sisters if
Really? Okay. Go on.
I mean, you have to be held accountable. As my sister, like, relationship was with my brothers.
Yes.
There was times I didn't want to be held accountable, but they held me accountable. They checked me, and it was some things that I had to eat. We might have argued about it, or got to a point of ready to fight because we were so passionate about
Okay.
what we felt. But in the end, it was still all love. Even if we had to separate for some time, you know what I mean, to calm down. So I don't
So
know. And
I
women put
I
women
want I
before
want
men.
you to I want you to take yourself out of the
Okay,
equation,
right.
and let's think about the purpose of this platform.
Okay.
Where do these definitions fit? What do we see all the time and men complain about all the time? And we see on these panels and we see out in the streets when we think about the sister code and women not holding women accountable.
I think we support each other even when we're wrong. Meaning
Ah,
we're not holding one another accountable.
come through,
I
sis.
don't.
Come on. You
And I think that's. I mean, it's kind of embedded in us to empathize, and not just empathize, but
Mhm.
sympathize with other
Yes,
women.
I love it.
To the degree of I don't know that woman's hurt, especially when I got so much hurt in me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I can't tell that woman how to behave because she's been hurt.
Yes,
So she's
sexy
gonna
slim.
deal with hers the way she wants. You go, girl.
Exactly.
If you feel empowered and strong by your behavior, then go
Hmm.
for it.
And my lovely new sis says blame game. Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you warming up now, sis. Because I was like, wait a
Mhm.
minute, sis. There it is. Exactly. Grizzly Teddy agrees with you.
Mhm.
Exactly. Exactly. Ladies, once me and sis gets through the other part of the slides, I'm gonna drop the link so we ladies can all have a discussion. Okay.
Yes. Welcome.
All
Sure.
right. And one of the things I want to point out is the last one.
Okay.
Women put women before men. What do we hear all the time when we on these panels? And I witnessed it last night on Sir Hill. Shout out to Sir Hill.
Okay.
When
Shout out,
we
sir.
were talking about a woman's issue, what do they always do? They turn it around on a man.
Absolutely.
So they
Gotta
putting
deflect it.
exactly. All right.
Because I behave like this because you did this. No.
Exactly.
No.
So they're putting, I got to shield the women from the men. We're not going to blame the woman. We're going to blame the men.
Yeah, a
Just
lot.
like how, and then another example is, let's say for the guys in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. The bro code where they say bros before hoes.
Mm.
So that's the same thing with women.
Okay.
It's the sister code before anything. So whatever you do is right because I'm not going to make you look bad in front of the opposite.
Mm.
All right, put a pin in that, guys.
Wow.
All right, ladies in the chat, do y'all agree, understand, or have something to add? Let's see what Sexy
Please
Slim
share.
says. Sexy Slim says, we pick the win-lose situation over the win-win situation. The decision that won't benefit all parties versus a decision, let me move this thing here, I can't see, that will benefit all parties, including the cis bro that we fell out with. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
And
see what
win.
and she says, well, if that's the sister code, I don't fall into that. Bless. She's so crazy. I cannot.
Right. You have sometimes you got to put a definition on it because what does it mean? And I'm
Exactly.
sure it means different things to different people in different environments, different cliques, and because what I see, y'all being left in parties to be dealt
Okay.
with any kind of way, drunk and stuff. In my day, we didn't do that. So
Exactly. Okay. So I have a clip I want to share. I'll be seeing stuff.
hmm
Um,
ding dong.
Child. Look.
Salute, Mr. He said, in the
Hi,
building.
brother, in the building.
Ooh,
What happened?
Mr. He said comment. Mm,
What you saying, brother? Oh. I cannot.
I'm talking about the sisterhood of the opening legs. Oh, did I say that out loud?
That is not on this episode.
We ain't gonna front like we don't do that too.
Okay, that is not this episode, brother. Okay,
And if it don't apply, let it fly.
let it fly. Y'all, I'm trying to find this video, y'all.
Welcome, Kevin C is in the building.
All right, let me get brother over here. Let me see if this is the right one.
We be
Nope.
back.
Nope, that's not the right one. Let me see.
My sister, she was about to go in.
Oh yeah, that's Danica. That's my baby girl. Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on.
I'm gonna creep on Mel and see what they look like in they back.
I cannot. All right, let's see if this is the right one.
When
Okay,
you
here
have
we
a
go.
group of guys who hit the club and there's one guy in the group who doesn't do as well with the ladies as the rest of the group, after the guys have finished teasing him, if they're really his bros, they'll pull him aside and they might give him a couple pointers and say, you know what, bro, you might want to switch this up, you might want to switch that up. That's what bros do.
That's friendship.
What the sister code is you just ain't met the right one. No.
That's true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Please, one voice.
Yeah,
One voice. Yeah. It is not raw. You know what? Maybe the reason why we all get attention from guys and you don't might be a you problem. Maybe you need to change something about you. No, we don't. Generally, that's not what we do. Let's be real. We don't do that. We make our sis feel good and we say, babe, he just ain't make the right one for you. Let's be real.
I did a whole show. We talked about fat phobia, and they're saying that fat girls deserve love. Nobody deserves love. Nobody. I'm saying just like short broke guys don't deserve love. Nobody deserves love. You get what you deserve, and if you end up by your damn self, that says something about you. Like
it's not.
Okay.
What you think, sis?
I mean, I agree. I ain't mad at him. Message.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
You see how he talked about what the women would do in that type of situation? Be like, oh girl, he just wasn't the one. It ain't you. It ain't nothing you did. It's all him. Same thing with the definition say. We would never ever anger our friend. We won't backstab him. We're not going to make him embarrassed. We just won't tell him the truth.
We're not gonna hold him accountable.
Exactly.
Girl, you might have acted a little too much. You might have want to calm it down. I mean, I saw he wasn't feeling that your titties was popping all out your shirt.
Right.
I saw it in his face. You know what I mean? Like we do pay attention to things, but you know, your friend is not going to receive that well. It's going to be like you're hating on me. You know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's
a different time.
Yeah. Ashley said exactly women think they're entitled to everything. You don't deserve anything.
No, you don't deserve anything.
Let me see. Let me see.
You gotta work.
Sexy Slim said everybody deserves the right to self-love. Exactly. Self-love.
They still got to do the work.
And Teddy says, fellas go hard on each other. We gonna let you know. Yes.
Absolutely.
See, and that's one of the things I hear on a lot of the panels where the men will say, you know, the guys, we hold each other accountable, you know, because we gonna tell our dude like, dude, no. You know, but when it comes to the women, it's like, you know, and then you know what sometimes we'll do? We'll say something like sweet, be like, yeah, girl, but that color, it may not look right, but you wearing it, girl. We gonna put some icing on it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Compliment sandwich.
Yeah.
That's what
We're
my
gonna
husband
try
call
to
it, a
sweeten
compliment
it
sandwich.
somehow
Right.
to not make them feel bad or make them angry or whatever.
Right.
Because we sisters. We can't, like the definition say, we're not gonna ignore, we're not gonna make you angry, we're not gonna backstab you, because this the sisterhood.
Mm.
And we gotta stop that, because we're just damaging, harming each other when we don't tell the truth. Okay, guys, let's get into this video where Danica, shout out to Danica, when she talks about this whole sisterhood loyalty, and let's see what she has to say.
Okay.
Everything that females say, not even women. We know damn well that's wrong. For example, shall we bring up delete black male babies? So many of y'all was solid as fuck when that was being pushed. Like, it was becoming very popular to say that shit. Nobody said a damn thing, even if you disagree with it. That's just one example.
There you go.
She's right.
Mm-hmm.
We will see things. We don't say anything about it. We'll talk about it behind closed doors, but we won't say anything in public or, in conversations with our friends or something like that, because of the fear of, again, being labeled as, the backstabber, the one that's annoying, the one that's like, ignore,
Mm-hmm. Thrown out of the crew, pushed out the crew.
Exactly. You don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sit by and just let behaviors and things happen. It's something, like I always say, you're not my friend if you let me go out the door looking a hot mess. If you and I were going out the door and I see you got a tag, or your hair is out of place, your makeup's not right, or something's wrong, and I let you out the door and don't say nothing, I ain't your friend.
Right.
I'm not your friend.
Right.
Because your friend is going to say, because what people don't understand is, when we talk about our husbands and wives and our children being a reflection of us, don't you know that the people that you associate with are a reflection of you too? So the people that you hang with, you know how they say birds of the feather flock together.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the people that you hang with, people will judge you by the people that you hang with, or you associated with. So, with me and my friends or whatever, look, hey girl, that's too tight, that's too short, your bung showing, your boobs is out. No, girl, you shouldn't talk to him like that. That's your husband. No, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Right.
Because we're like, just like the saying says, we are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
And that does not mean, just telling you smooth things. Sometimes we got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I want to understand why it is so hard for women to just tell other women the truth. Why is it so hard? Just like, shout out to the Godfather, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
It was so hard for women to hear the things that he was saying, because it was the truth.
Right.
The truth hurts. You don't want that.
I mean, I've had friends and sisters pull back from me because of holding them accountable, or because if you ask me, you're my sister. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you.
Exactly.
And it might not favor you. I want you to, because people are always telling you their story, right? So there's another side to it, the person that was on the other side of that, and then it's the truth. Exactly. And I don't have a video image to perceive it for myself. So I'm definitely gonna try to pull something out of you to see what the other side is. And like you said, you're an in-body. I'm outside. And when the sisters come out, they come out in thrones. You know what I mean? They come out, a lot of them.
Right.
It's been many a time. So I would say the last 2 times I've had to adjust a sister's clothing or tag or something of the other, and their group of friends was with them, I would whisper in their ear and let them know you need to hold your sisters accountable for not noticing this. It's like 5 or 6 of y'all. So the last 2 times I've definitely whispered that after, adjusting them and letting them know something was going on with, their look or attire. Because I was in close vicinity. It wasn't like I was across the room and I came on. But I noticed it, and I've always noticed it. And I'm always, going to point out, you got tissue on your shoe, whatever the case may be. But I don't see y'all out there really doing that when y'all together. And y'all come out all together.
Okay.
Make sure your sister is all right.
Look, sis, you know what the crazy thing is? I have seen women will go out together and
absolutely fix crowns.
Friends will sit back and talk about the other friend.
Yes.
Like, baby, that's your girl. You're gonna talk about her, but you let her come out the house like that. I'm just trying to understand. Okay. Look, and Sexy Red said you fixed her crown for her. Much appreciated. Exactly.
Absolutely. And I had a sister tell me that one time. Thank you for fixing my crown. Absolutely.
Exactly.
And I hope she held her friends accountable.
Right. Exactly. Let's see what's so she says, if you let your sister walk out the house looking and acted a certain way, I bet they secretly do not like. Sis, I ain't look. I'm not. You all in my message today, okay?
Right.
Stop it.
And like you said, my friend is a reflection of me.
Exactly.
So I absolutely don't want to be out with a whole bunch of sisters and
baby,
everything's quiet and you want to jump on couches and
let me tell you something. What I'm about to pull in 2 seconds, sisters and gentlemen in the chat, you are going to understand why these women do not want to do it. We about to get into it, baby. Okay, the Lord was speaking to me, baby, last night. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you.
While my ears burn.
We got a super chat.
Ooh.
Thank you, Kevin C. Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Super chat from Kevin C. Bros before hoes. Code is real. Good men check their bros for their own good. RLV, saw you on another stream. You ladies are great. Thank you, darling, and welcome to
much
the vibe.
Appreciated.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
All right, y'all ladies ready?
I don't know. I got chills.
Let's get ready, baby, because I'm about to break it down for you, ladies. It's about to get real, baby. Okay, it's about to get real. So, sis. Why do you think women don't hold other women accountable?
I don't know. The fear of losing that friendship, connection. I don't know. So I'm not one of them. So I don't. Because to a degree, you can fall back on your sister if you need something, some food, so I think it's fear.
Okay. All right. Let me get this last comment and then we're going to pull it up. Okay. Sexy Slim says, when is the last time you all received a compliment from your so-called friends? 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Probably get more from strangers than friends.
Yeah.
Don't have too many. I'm not even gonna lie.
Look, sis,
I mean, I've been married 17 years, so my husband comes before everybody. I've moved around. So my friends are 30 years, in, and we're quite spread out. So it's more of a social media. Thank God for social media for keeping us connected.
I mean, like the ladies that come on my panel, we talk offline as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we always like, beautiful, hey sis, and then when we see each other, y'all glowing, all right now.
That's right.
Right. So
if you got some lipstick on your teeth, I'm gonna let you know though.
Thank you. Okay.
Turn to the camera a little bit. Your teeth look a little red.
Like, child, look, get it together. We're not having this. All right. Okay. Okay, wait. Where's my little thing? Y'all, this melon thing getting on my nerves, y'all. The outline is so weird. Anyway, all right, let me share my screen. Ladies, here we go. It's loading.
It's loading. Patience is a virtue.
Take out your pens. Take out your
Oh,
paper.
yes.
Here we go. Why women don't hold of each other accountable? Number one, trauma.
Trauma.
How many in the chat think they know what that means? Why women don't hold each other accountable because of trauma? Sis, what that means?
Maybe some of our sister relationships are geared more towards like a mother type relationship. And maybe the trauma you may have experienced with your mother may have caused you to connect with this person in that way, or any woman. I don't know. But trauma definitely.
What are you talking about? You don't know. You right on target, baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can really.
That is it. That is it. A lot of times,
unhealthy.
Yeah, unhealthy prior relationships, and a lot of times, and it's something that we're going to get into on the ladies panel, relationships with your mother and with your siblings and sisters. If you have like a toxic relationship with your mother, toxic relationship with your siblings, that trickles down to your relationships with your friends. So what happens is you are afraid to give constructive criticism because you experience so much of it, like i.e. from mama, in a negative way. Don't want to reflect that onto your friend. Can I get an amen in the chat?
I can get an amen.
We women, we do that, and because we move by our emotions, this is what happens. It's that emotional thing where you're not thinking logically. You're just thinking about, I remember how I felt when mama told me this, and sister told me that, and when auntie put me down and I felt this way, I don't want my friend to feel that way.
Do you think us as sisters, when we kind of are courting each other, we lead with fear as well, just like we do with men, the victimization, I grew up this way, my mother was this, my father did that. So we sympathize already because that's the first kind of things we share with new friends to a degree, so you have an understanding of me, So you might be fearful to tap on their toes or have them experience more trauma because you want to critique or check something that they're doing that you're perceiving may hurt them or you in the long run.
Exactly. Number 2.
Jealousy. That's a big one.
Jealousy. Go for it, sis. What you think?
I mean, it's real. We're all competing out here in the world. Might be things that I see in you that I envy. And I don't want you to flaunt it. Don't be flaunting that big old butt and them big old titties out here. Hold up.
Okay.
Nobody gonna notice me. You know what I'm saying? Or the other way. Yeah. It's always some jealousy. Yeah. Clothes, your hair.
Sometimes you have friends and you think they're like your best friend, and the whole time they're jealous of you. So they let you do dumb stuff.
Yes.
They let you do dumb stuff. Don't tell you doing dumb stuff because they jealous of you and they want you to look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can
after you tell them what happened, it's like, girl, you is dumb. Why'd you do that? And da 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 da. Like,
exactly.
Okay, you might have said something, but I mean, we know, sometimes your friends that they ain't gonna listen. She knows.
Exactly.
You know. So why am I check you or try to correct you or hold you accountable when it's just gonna get you mad and be combative, and then we're gonna not talk for a minute. It's a bad cycle.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nobody want to be told nothing, even if you accept your responsibility in a breakdown and things are forgiven. They still mad. So I would have to contribute that to, were you really my friend?
Exactly.
Was that really a friendship?
Right. Like, were you really my friend?
Right.
And you have to understand people. Oh my God. We're going to get to that. Let me read these.
In the building.
All right. Sexy Slim, she wants to play devil's advocate right now. Okay, sis, play devil's advocate. We good with that. Okay. She says, if I want your life, I'm not going to want you to grow. I might even get exactly. You're right.
More advice and cause you to stumble. Absolutely.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get into that part. Mm-hmm.
I mean, no advice at all is giving bad advice, especially if that's your friend.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Jenny. Yeah. All right. Hey, so we went over jealousy. The next one is they just don't want to argue with you.
That part.
What is the number one complaint that people have with Black women?
Argumentative,
combative, mean, nasty, want to fight. And we do that sometimes even with our friends and family. So they are afraid to even tell you anything because they don't want to sit there and argue with you. Because a lot of times, especially with our women, we have that I'm always right syndrome.
It's true. Been guilty.
And you can't tell me nothing because I'm always right. Especially these young peoples, these young chickadees. Child. You can't tell them
nothing, but then in the same breath will say, I don't know. I don't care.
I don't care. Oh, what they say all the time, I don't give a I don't give a F. I don't care.
I don't know and I don't care.
Do.
That says a lot.
So a lot of times women don't hold other women accountable is because we don't want to get into a fight. We don't want to argue with them. I remember an episode of Kevin Samuels where Kevin was talking to a woman and she was saying everything, about, they were talking about holding other women accountable. And he outright asked her why. And I think she was a therapist or something. And he outright asked her, so why don't, and she told him, she was like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. And that's really sad that we have gotten to the point as women
that we act so tough.
Exactly. We have lost our softness even in a conversation. Even in a conversation, we are masculine. We are combative. Just a simple conversation. Nobody's trying to hurt you. I'm just trying to tell you something for your own good. But because
I've been guilty, nobody's sitting up here saying we perfect. I'm definitely going to point that out. I have absolutely been guilty.
and it goes, and look, it goes back to the point of why men don't even say anything to women. Because they don't want to fight.
Right.
They do not.
That was a comment Humby used to say. I don't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells.
Thank you.
It's kind of unfair. I know you're traumatized. You're gonna have to deal with that. Work that out. I've proven I'm not here to hurt you. You know what I mean?
And look, Bobby just said, if y'all worried about arguing with a woman, why do so many women expect us to deal with it? I'm trying to find out too. That's what we trying to find out.
I mean, we're on your side.
We don't want you to deal with it. And that's why we're having this conversation to help other women understand, like, these are the reasons why some don't do it. And so, and if you find yourself in any of these explanations, these are where some of the things you need to, change. Because look, we want, especially in our Black community, we all want to win. We want all of us ladies to be prosperous and have marriages and family, and not just have them, but have flourishing and positive, families, and you know what I mean. We don't just don't want you to get married because you can just get married. You know what I'm saying? And not
modern women want it our way.
Right, exactly.
And it's not fair.
Right. Exactly.
It's not fair, and it's not going to last long.
Exactly.
Having that mindset, sharing a life with someone else, they have an idea of how it should go too. It should be heard and respected, and it should be an argument about it.
Right. Johnny said it's because those women have not learned how to communicate. The vast majority of our problems in the community comes down from communication. Very true. Very true. And that goes back to trauma.
I was just about to say that. Like, we don't even know how to.
You learn communication from your parents. Babies learn how to talk from who? You learn how to.
The first 5 years.
Exactly. So, right. So that goes back to the number one, trauma.
And, people don't think, those early childhood memories stick. But I was probably 11 having a conversation with Mom Dukes about my first memory. So I thought I was probably like 3, but she said I was 18 months. And it was a fight in the kitchen with Mom and Dad. Not a physical fight, but a loud argument, bag of rice being thrown,
Right.
That's what I remember. I was 18 months, she said. Wow. So be aware how you behave around your children,
Bobby Wright says, sadly, if more Black women understood this, they could win. Exactly. Most BWs naturally look better than most other women. This isn't a feature issue. It is everything else problem. Exactly. And you know what? And that is what a lot of women don't get.
We appreciate that. Because I don't think the Black women hear y'all when y'all say that.
It is a clip that I'm going to play not this time, but the next Friday when we have Robbie, and you're going to see exactly what he just said. You can have it all on the outside, your mouth.
Yeah.
You can be beautiful on the outside, baby. But your mouth makes you ugly. And a lot of women do not understand that. They will say, I can't see why he is with her because in her eyes, she fat, she ugly, she this. But that woman is feminine, submissive. She knows how to nurture her man. She takes care of her man. She takes care of her children. She's not combative. That's why that man is with that woman and not you. Don't get me started. Hello. I'm just saying. That's why. It's not all about what you got on the outside, but it's how you present yourself.
It's becoming a real thing. A big butt and a smile. That girl is poison.
Exactly. As soon as you open up your mouth, they already know what you are. You one of those. So I'm going to put you over here.
I mean, and I don't know if that's, they think, the young people think it's women empowerment just to be cussing and be so ratchet. Because it's out there. And I would have to say it's not just the young folk, in our party. I'm in my 40s, so partying with some grown ass ladies out there. And, some of y'all need to control yourself. There's a time and a place. That's all.
Exactly.
It's okay. Yeah. Nobody's telling you to stop being who you are. Be who you are. But there's a time and a place. Because you are being perceived by a whole environment full of people. So, and if you don't care, then, but that's, your friends. If you care, your friend reflects you.
Exactly. All right, let's go to the next one. Another reason why of course, they don't want to hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Again, trauma.
Right. They don't want
You
to
know,
hurt their feelings.
you know
I'm
how
not
it feels.
gonna tell her because that's gonna hurt her feelings. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she's not gonna understand. I don't want to see her cry. So I'm gonna tell her, yes, girl, stay with that crazy man. It's not you, it's him. Because I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Right.
Another example, another reason is embarrassed to admit the truth. Sometimes you just embarrassed to, tell her.
Or it can turn around on you because now your friend might have some truth that she's been holding.
Well, I tell you,
usually relationships happen like that.
Wait a minute.
I checked you about something. Now you got a whole list of stuff you coming at me with. Wait a minute. I didn't know you look like that.
You know how women are. We could be petty, baby. Like, oh, you want to talk about me? Oh, well, look.
But what about last week at the party when you was all up in that dude's face? You was damn near kissing him at the bar. Like, wait, oh my God. Why you ain't say nothing then? I was drunk. You should have said something. Friend, you doing too much. You damn near had your hand in his pants. Wait a minute.
Friend, come through, okay? Like,
I'm hurting your feelings. I'm hurting your feelings. I'm sorry because you're a reflection of me. I mean, I really only go out with old friends, so they know me, you know what I mean, from childhood. So they're going to take it, because we are friends that way versus I don't know what's happening now with y'all fake sisterhood friendships because I believe y'all sisters out there go messed up and in a bad light.
Exactly. Yeah. So here's a very interesting one. You lie to exclude her. They lie to exclude you. What do you think about that one, sir?
Lie to exclude you from.
They lie to you because they don't really want you around.
How do you not know that? I mean, we need to be a little bit more observant of people.
Now,
because
you know why I thought of that one?
Right.
From your show last night. Video of the friends at the party.
Oh, right.
Her friend lied to her just to exclude her. Call her out. Shame her. Because what? Number 2, she's jealous of her.
Right.
They all intertwine. You see how they all intertwine together?
Yeah.
They all intertwine together.
Shout out to my real sisters. It's a few, but good Lord, I don't, it's a different time, and I'm glad I've told my children, be mindful who you call a friend.
Exactly. Yep.
Be mindful. They're going to show you who you are, who they are.
Yeah. All right, guys. This one was very, very interesting. And I was like, God, what the word you talking about? Because
I know that one. Single white female syndrome?
Yes.
I mean, it was a movie back in the day, back in the early 90s. Oh, yeah, you want to be me. It's something in me you want, something in me you admire in me that you wish you may have had in your character, whatever, a look, hair, whatever.
So you let me do all kind of crazy stuff, all kind of effed up stuff, because you really want to be me. You really want to take everything that I have. So I'm not going to hold you accountable. I want to see you fail, so then I can just recruit the benefits of it.
Wow.
Are we really?
Y'all experienced that? I'd like to hear some stories. Because man,
are we really our sisters keepers? With this,
I don't know. I was trying to vet from kindergarten, so I wanted a husband. I really didn't care too much about having a whole bunch of sisters. I'm not even going to front. I love the sisters that I grew up with, but this was important to me. Husband, children. This is my focus. If I had to move away and leave a town, peace. Hopefully, I catch you on a call, or you know what I mean, like.
Right.
Maybe everybody's not willing to, reflect and be that involved in their own purpose, to let go of some things that are just, Yeah.
It's
too much.
Okay, thank you.
I've friended a friend with Madison. So Madison's old classmate, his mom, she's a little older than me. And meeting this woman, she attached to me quickly. So we're kind of friends. We chat here and there. And she always expresses to me that she don't trust women. It's been down from her mother to her sisters, and just any women she gets in contact with. She's such a nurturing woman, but she's always getting, somebody's always, a woman is always taking advantage of her in some way with her man, whatever the case may be. And, it's horrible to hear that, so. Woo, hold your friends accountable. And if they don't accept it, it's really not your friend. You really got to know to put people in certain boxes. Some people you can do without, especially if it's haltering your progress. Okay. You hear me? Uh-oh. Hey. Stop. I done left the building. Melanie's acting up. What's that? I had a friend with longer hair in the mind. Other friends started turning up against each other. I went and got some beads put in my hair just to shut them up. So, yeah. Always some comments about the hair. I'm doing body right. I joined on at work. Thinking the soldier, peace to you. Papa Blanco TV is in the building. Let's just cut out for a second. Here. Read a couple of comments. Black is in the building. No, she didn't leave on purpose.
Oh, there you go.
I was still talking. I don't know if they heard. I'll look at the replay. I was right up in the front screen.
I was like, what's going
reading
on?
some comments. Was it me that jumped out? I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I think we all just went away. Okay.
Stop playing with us. No,
I mean, I hear. Okay. I just dropped the link in the chat. We almost through this list. So anybody want to come up and we're gonna I saw something. So we're gonna look at a couple of videos and then that's gonna be the end of this first premiere of the show. Again, the link is in the chat. You can click it. When you come up, if you have an avatar, you gotta show your face first before I bring you on. Okay. Again, the link is in the chat. And it's open to men and women. So we left off the single female syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We started talking about that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
If anybody never seen the movie, it's definitely a movie.
Right. So a lot of, like we said, a lot of times women, they really want your life, or they're, again, going back to number 2, they're jealous, or going back to number 1, they have trauma, whereas they will let you fall, let you be stupid, because they actually want to take all of your spoils, so to speak.
Or they don't even want you to get ahead of them.
Right. Thank you.
Don't get ahead of me. Wait a minute.
Okay, see, sis, that's why we,
That's
so
something.
yeah, and of course, Black feminism. The equality thing, we always write the sign language thing. We all know that thing, so we only gotta go through that. And then there's the misery loves company. Again, I don't want to see you do good. I want you to be just as bad as me. So if I'm out here twerking ratchet, showing my cooch online, I want you to do the same thing. So I'm not going to hold you accountable for nothing.
Well, don't criticize me if I'm doing it, because I'm empowering myself as a woman.
Exactly. So, and then, they allow yourself to do all this because, hey, that makes me look good because we in this together. Misery loves company. That's another reason. And then a lack of empathy. Self-explanatory. Just people just don't care.
Don't care.
I've hear women say, "I don't care. Why should I hold anybody that I don't know accountable because I don't know them, so I don't care."
Right.
I don't care. Let them do them. You can be whatever you want, do anything you want to do, because I don't care. But then at the same time, you want to cry and complain when those same women produce trauma in the community, kill or abuse, delete or abuse their children. You be the first one online talking about them.
Right.
But you didn't want to say nothing when you saw it happening. Because I don't care. That ain't my household. That ain't my friend. That ain't my family. Why should I say anything?
Right. We barely say it to family too. So,
Okay.
that's been cut out. So, And if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're a friend out there and you hold your friends accountable, kudos to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to your friends for receiving it well.
Right.
Spread the word. Join the team. Because we need more people like that.
Exactly.
We're out here doing a lot of things that we probably shouldn't. And when I hear women empowerment, I personally don't see that as women empowerment.
Right. Exactly.
Now if you want to break out into a whole, cultural dance in the middle of the floor, by all means, please.
Mm-hmm.
But to just wait till this type of music come on and, we just go on a twerking fest, nah.
Right.
Modesty is important. I got to listen to these men. And I mean, if you don't want a man and you don't want a long-term marriage, you don't want a long-term relationship or marriage, then, let it fly over your head. But if it's something you want, then you need to begin to be mindful of how you behave, because I'm sure you have a criteria for how the person you want to behave, and I'm out here telling y'all, they don't want y'all acting like that.
Right.
And if you think you're empowering yourself, it's not cool. I definitely don't want my little daughters out here twerking and carrying on thinking this is what it is to be a lady or a woman or a girl. It's not. Y'all need to do better. Teach a little better.
Right.
This
she is such.
She is sad.
Same said, I've experienced men go get other girls to try to make me jealous. I would in return set up a thirst trap. Okay. To make both of them mad. She is so I know that's right. The pettiness. The pettiness.
Yes. I mean,
Oh my goodness. I mean, hey. Oh my goodness. All right. I have a couple of clips I want to show. And then that's gonna be it, baby.
Yes, nice little lunch break.
It's gonna be on here a lunch hour. This is lunch.
Hope y'all ate well today.
The hour of power going on around here. All right, let me stop sharing that. Okay. Let me get my little clip.
That was good.
And here we go.
Man, y'all look at this shit. They over here dancing. The baby's over here fighting, trying to pull a fucking gas pump. Just look at this shit, bro. Look, they don't even notice the kids. Look at this shit. I hope they set something on fire.
Let's watch that one more time. Let's watch that. Let's just watch it one more time.
Yeah. It's a little blurry.
Because I wanted to sink in what is happening and what is the sister saying.
Man, y'all look at this shit. They over here dancing. The baby's over here fighting, trying to pull a fucking gas pump. Just look at this shit, bro. Look, they don't even notice the kids. Look at this shit. I hope they set something on fire.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not happy with her, praying the kids get set on fire.
So here we go again, sis.
Would that have been a moment? Like, cause me, probably maybe because I am that I would have had to. Excuse me,
sis. I would have said, "Yo, your kids about to burn up the whole daggone block. Well, can y'all stop?"
I might have ran up on them.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Now we got another. Here we go. Other women not holding other women accountable. Here you go. You're going to record the drama. And
that's
not
a CPS
say
case. That's a sit right there and call 911. I want to report a CPS case. This is neglect. This is not okay. It's dangerous. So you do that anywhere. If you're going to do that there at that moment, you're going to take any opportunity to. Is the music driving them to go crazy? Like creating even more delusion? Because that's a song. Didn't the homegirl just sign a contract for making this song? Stop at the red light and twerk or something? Stop.
They not even at the red. They at the gas station. The kids pulling on the gas thing, and you right there. So that means if it did catch on fire, guess what? Most likely you gonna feel it. The blast gonna hit you, dummy.
They ain't worrying about them babies. Poppy Blanco, he said that looks like what did he say? Black women's superpower equals twerking. It's a damn shame. Our superpower is being inspirational.
Look, we got a senator. She twerking for votes. she trying to get her votes in with the twerk. I mean, and then gonna lie and say it was yoga posing.
We idiots now, right? We don't see what we see.
Sis, when I said when she did that interview, she said she was yoga posing. I was like, child, I ain't seen no pose like that. Look, I do yoga. And there is a handstand, but we is not moving the booty like that.
Absolutely. It is.
You is still the board.
Yes.
I was like, how she gonna be up that line talking about she was yoga posing? But getting back to that video, see, that's an example. And then I was reading the comments where women were saying, some women were saying, why didn't you go and grab the thing away from the kids and say something to the women? And then you had women in the chat was like, ain't none of my business. But if those kids did catch on fire, you'd be the first one on the news. Yeah, I saw them, and I'm so sad that when you could have did something to prevent that.
We rather record it. Pull our phones out.
But that's the sister code.
We got to get out of this I don't care attitude. You should care.
It
should be a normal, natural, nurturing thing to care. Because even in my most masculine state, growing up as a young person, I still was a nurturer, still kind, still moved in kindness and showed empathy to people.
Exactly.
So,
it's kids involved. Come on, y'all.
The babies.
I would have been like,
the fight for the babies. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't. It's something in me that's not. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I know children have.
I guarantee you she was a mother, sis. I guarantee you she was a mother.
Those were the parents.
I guarantee you she was a mother, and she was just going to just record that.
And if they were babysitting, no. And gentlemen, get your kids. If you know, listen.
Tune in tonight.
There are some states that, I'm just going to say this. There's some states that are considered mother states. Where in most instances, they're going to favor the mother.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are not. So you gentlemen do have rights. And, I hate that you have to fight.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be a fight.
Yep.
But in the eyes of the law, if you're a better fit for them kids to live with, they will make it right. And that other parent will have to pay child support. I watched it happen. My cousin was a black man. He had to pay child support.
B9 said those are hyenas. Yeah.
Just because we can give birth don't make you a good parent.
Exactly. And look, guys, this is one of the examples going to be used tonight. Look, tune in tonight, ladies and gents. Tune in tonight. We're going to talk about the baby mama terrorists, and we're going to get into it. Some
Make a shirt for y'all.
Some of y'all ladies ain't gonna like it, but I don't care. You know I don't care because you can't beat me. Anyway.
You see what that says? Wait a minute. What is that?
Okay.
New Orleans and Brooklyn.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
Ciao.
You see this hue? I'm mixed with everything.
Ciao. I'm OG's daughter. Okay. That's all.
You pop too sweet daughter. There's no joke out here in these streets.
Okay. And fiance is repping blue. That's all I'm going to say.
Again.
That's all I'm saying. But anyway, look, we playing.
Love and light.
We just playing. Okay. I'm saved and sanctified. I don't care what you say.
Alhamdulillah. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm saved and sanctified, Lord.
Definitely learned something. We're gonna sit that right there. If it don't apply, let it fly. If you haven't went over to He Said, She Said, Love and Abundance page, go on over and subscribe.
Go on and subscribe.
Get us up there just a little bit.
Everybody, make sure you go and subscribe to Miss She Said. Oh, and she is premiering her new show and platform on Sunday at what time, sis?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So make sure y'all go and subscribe. The link is in the description of this show. All right, I got one more video and we're gonna be done because I don't want this to go over an hour and 30 minutes or so because this is lunchtime break stuff.
Yes.
It still is Friday and I still got to do work. Anyway, all right, I got one more video. If anybody will come up, do it now. The link is in the chat. If not, we just want to roll on out. Okay, babies?
Roll on out. Oh, pop in for a sec. Not if you long-winded. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you accountable, Daggett.
Exactly.
But it's hard out here, you know. People don't want to lose people. I think that's the biggest thing, fear.
Like, she says 9:40 a.m. in Cali.
Okay.
We waking you up, sis.
Yeah. Got that morning Joe.
Okay. Yes.
We appreciate you coming in.
Yes. I found her on another channel that I subscribe to, Billionaire. So
okay.
Yeah, she's real cool. Yeah, she's real cool. All right. Okay, guys. All right. Trigger warning, because I know some of us do not like Fresh and Fit. I don't either. But I found a video that kind of goes into what we're talking about, and he's going to be talking about the sisterhood as well. So I just want to share the video, and then we're just going to chop it up about the video. And then we're going to roll out, babies. Okay?
All right. Fresh and Fit. Shout out to y'all.
I'm going to take it a step further, and ladies are going to get mad at me saying this, but here's the reality. If a girl picks a guy that's a fuckboy, criminal, crook, whatever, y'all can go cry on TikTok and say, he's toxic. Oh my God, he's a piece of shit. You have a bunch of dumb assholes underneath. Oh my God, Queen, he's such a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Y'all are going to go ahead in your echo chamber, make each other feel better for your bad decisions. Let's reverse it, though, for the guys. Let's say I marry a chick that's a fucking hoe selling pussy, whatever, and I go on TikTok and cry, man, this bitch sucked 5 of my friends' dicks. You know what's going to happen? Everybody going to be like, kick your head up, you fucking dumbass. They're not going to say you. They're going to ridicule us. So men know deep down, when we make bad decisions with women, we will get punished for it, not only financially, socially, and from our peers, but in general, we're going to take a L. So guys can't afford to fuck up, which is why they don't wife up hoes, because we know that there's consequences to our bad actions. On the other hand, women are okay with being with toxic dudes, guys that don't want to commit to them, etc., because you guys have each other to lie to each other and coddle. Oh my God, it's okay, girl. He's a piece of shit. Oh my God. When in reality, she should have said, you're a dumb hoe. He's homeless. He lives with his dad and he doesn't have a job and hasn't worked in 7 years. But you guys don't hold each other accountable.
Well, I see no lies. Your sound not on, or is it me?
They told no lies.
No.
Absolutely.
They told no lies. Yeah. I mean, and most of the time when women say,
right.
Yeah.
When we choose badly, girl, you know he wasn't up a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know he this, and he this and he that. Never say, sis, I think you were wrong when you did such and such and such.
Mm-hmm.
You chose badly. When we try to tell you that he wasn't about an F boy, but you went with him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then when it's over, the blame goes solely on the man.
It go what?
I can't stand the, I was young. 19 ain't young. Right. 18, you can go to war. 19 ain't young, you grown. 18 is grown. 17.8 months, you grown. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, I was a child. I don't know if y'all remember. Maybe we forget after, 30 years or something. I don't know. But I remember. And I will hold myself accountable. Absolutely. So I'm confused. Young, 14, 15, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
so you can't say, and then
I love excuses.
Yeah, I love it when Kevin would be talking to people and they were like, and he'll say, so why did you have 2 kids?
It just happened.
I was just young and dumb, child.
No.
Okay, first one, maybe. But 2, 3, and 4, you weren't young and dumb. You were just a hoe. Okay, I'm just saying.
And I think when we give that excuse, we're not holding ourselves accountable, because you can honestly say, I had poor upbringing. I had poor training from my mother and my father, and I was out there being a fast ass young, and I was choosing wrong, and I wasn't wearing protection, and I wound up getting pregnant, and he didn't want to be involved. Like, all of that is a you.
It's you.
All of that is a you thing. Nobody convinced you, we can't act like we walking around being this naive and gullible. It's a little unfair. Come on. It's like somebody conned you like that. It happens. Don't get it twisted now. It's a real narcissistic manipulators out there, but come on now.
Like now, all this technology and all this information out here, you definitely can spot.
It costs $1 to do a background check on somebody real quick. Google them, follow them once they leave to see what type of environment they. I mean, got to do your stuff.
Yes,
people selling organs around here.
I cannot.
About $2,000 worth of liver in there. It's sad. It's real.
Like,
we need to be really cautious and vet with purpose. Like, if you know what it is, you just want a friend with some benefits, then express that. Don't be ashamed of it. Exactly. Go into it with that, so the other person on the other side know where they stand.
Exactly.
All this lying and manipulating just to get in some skins is,
it's stupid.
And women.
Let's get this super chat. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations, baby girl. Love your consistency and ability to evolve into that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, big bad boy.
Yes. Yeah. So I see nothing wrong. I detect no lies. It's just how it is. Mm-hmm. And I see it, and me being blind, child, I'm a church girl, so I don't. But when I first got, my taste of the outside the church, story time. All right, y'all. We'll tell this story. Okay, so I had moved into my first house, away from my parents. So I moved in, and I wanted to get my hair braided, and so it was this girl down the street. Her name, okay, see, you could have, now it's hindsight right now, but back then, first of all, her name was Trixie, okay? I should have known something then.
Come on, Trixie. She hooked you up, didn't she?
Wait, I should have known something. So, cause you know what? First of all, I'm fresh out of the church, so I don't know. I'm just green as I don't know what. Daddy kept me on lockdown, okay? Her name was Trixie, so I should have known that first. So, so she was my neighbor. So I was like, she was like, oh, I can braid your hair, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, yeah, because I want, I'm outside of Mama's house now, baby. Because back then, Mama didn't let me put nothing in my hair. She like up until I was like 20 something, my mom straight combed my hair, no perms, no nothing. Okay, so anyway, so I was like, I want to get braids. So I go down to the house, so she got her little friends over there, so they all around the table, one on one side, on the other side, they braid. Sis, see. This woman said, I'm about to go meet this dude. And so Tracy was like, okay. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to give him some kitty for a bag of weed. Child!
Oh, shit! Oh shit!
I had a friend or two back in the day.
Sis, now
So they were kids. We were young.
Y'all got to understand. I am fresh out of my mother and father's covering. Baby.
I hope it was an ounce or something.
Wait. And let me tell you something. Okay. I grew up, it was very strict. Like we didn't watch certain things on TV. Like if my parents would hear cursing on a TV show, we had to turn it off. It was that kind of growing up.
And I ain't even churchy, and I kind of did that with my kids.
So I was able to watch Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, because it was my house. I can watch what I want now. I'm doing it.
Right. Child.
Sis, when I heard that girl say she about to go have sex with this man for a bag of weed, girl, let me tell you. If you could have seen the look on my green face.
I can imagine. And I can imagine. It's so crazy. We was like the total opposites, because I was a straight street kid, latchkey, all exposed to every environment, all the communities of the 5 boroughs, trooping it by ourselves with no adult supervision, doing my own hair, 6, 7, chopping it off, getting combs stuck in it, like child. So it's such a different dynamic, two different, but we both, have that mentality.
When I say I was so shocked and appalled at the same time, I really didn't know, like, what the devil is going on around here.
I mean, in some hoods, that's normal. It's
right.
Normal.
But
it's normal. Even now, it's normal.
But the thing is, like, my mom, and my mom and the women around will always talk about these type of things.
Right.
But because the way I grew up, military, church, past the door, I ain't see it.
Flew right over your head.
So then here I am sitting in it. And the 2 demons braid my hair.
I know you like, what the hell? You lucky it didn't put lust demons in you. They used to always say, mind who you let in your hair. Mind who you let in your energy.
Oh my God.
Ooh, child.
I tell you, I was just through. I was like,
I would have been cracking up.
I went back home. Look, when she was done, and I went back home and I called my mom. And mom was like, I told you behind leader. I told you behind don't hang around them women's. Now look, she was like, now get your behind to the church right now so I can pray them demons off of you.
How long you kept that hair in?
No, she made me take it out. So I just
you see? I'm not surprised.
And she made me take them things out because she was like, them braids is demon possessed. No. Girl, oh my God. I say this to say this. I remember an episode, if Kaya is still in the chat, with Kaya when she started to come around to my platform, and I started to show her videos of women doing crazy stuff.
Right.
And I remember when she said, I no longer will defend black women.
I remember that.
Because
you don't see it, you don't know.
She didn't see it, she didn't know.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, going back to the video with the woman watching these other women with these babies
at the gas station twerking.
You saw and you did know and you said nothing.
Right.
That's not sisterhood. That right there was wrong. So when you know better, do better. And I think now that, especially in these spaces when we're having all of these conversations, and some, I'm learning too that a lot of times it's just the same old thing, repeating.
Right.
But I'm finding out that sometimes it's being repeated because there's no change.
Absolutely. We're like children. I really see that.
Tune in tonight.
Children.
Tune in tonight.
I think I remember telling everybody told me years ago, like, I'm always going to be a kid at heart. At 45, my baby come back, we go out to the park. I'll say I'm not going to play, but I'm got the jump rope. I'm teaching them how to play. You know what I mean? So, but some behaviors we shouldn't continue. We were taught to share and be able to communicate in a kind way. But our traumas kind of messed that up. So,
I think the reason why the conversation keeps being continued, because we're really not seeing any type of changes, not just in these YouTube streets or whatever, but the things that we women that are aware and know better, we're not giving it to anybody else or helping those outside of spaces. So they're
keeping all that.
We keeping it to ourselves, and that is the problem that I see. So what I would like to see more women actually doing things out in the community, not just on YouTube or Facebook and talking about it.
Okay.
But I would like to see more women actually doing something. And hence that's why we're starting the
right. It's so crazy. I'm always doing something, but I'm so not one of them people to pull out my phone.
Right.
I feel like when I go to the grocery store, I'm purposely looking for the old people to help because I see so many out there now. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and I don't know, but I'm noticing them and they're by themselves, So I'm always, you need any help,
Exactly. So
I'm not gonna pull out the phone and be like, look, I just asked this old man if he needs some help. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is that and I'll hear some people here and there say, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Okay, that's fine and good. 1-2 sprinkle here and there is not enough when you got almost 1 billion women around here. You know what I'm saying? Like once we know, some good news. What did Jesus say? Be like fishermen. We got to spread it. We got to spread it. We go out. The people are not going to come to us. We have to go to the people. Now, for all those church folks, they got those platforms, preaching and teaching and all that kind of stuff. Okay. They're not going to come to you. You got to go to them.
Right. I think we need a detox. Our negative, pessimistic, combative attitudes is normal. It's normal for us. So you got 25, 30 years of being this way, you need a reboot.
Right.
We need to call it like AA or something. What can we call it? Sister code. We're going to have to figure out something because you got to know you got a problem. There's a problem and it starts with you. I mean, the only way to fix it is recognizing that, really.
She is so crazy. She said, "I don't want to scare the old people, so I'm gonna hurt you, girl. You're so crazy."
That's right. Save him, please.
She
Yeah.
You are so crazy, girl.
You know, it's like anybody. Eye contact is the first form of communication.
Yeah.
You know, we're still wearing masks here, so you know, eye contact is the first form, and you can see a smile through the mask. People may not think so. So, you know, I think that kind of warms them. I'm always received well, so I'm pretty lucky. I ain't had nobody hit me over the head with a cane or nothing yet.
Right.
So.
I cannot. Oh my goodness. Let me okay, so we're about to close. Let me put up what we talked about real quick.
Yes. Awesome.
So the people that came in late can actually see.
Yeah. Y'all come over Sunday. We're going to talk about fear.
Okay. Fear that mister. That so-called mister. So those that just came in, we defined what sister code is. Hold on 1 second.
Just check it on the rewind.
Okay. So what is the sister code? Females who never betray, ignore, annoy, anger, or backstab one another. The sister code is the friendship etiquette to be followed among women, and women put women before men.
Okay.
Get the other one. And I'll show y'all this one. Child, this computer.
So what we saying is really no sister code. I don't want y'all to think that this is what we are promoting, because we're not.
No. This
exposing.
This is to child. Here we go with the craziness. It's coming, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this. It's loading. It don't want to do it. It don't want to do it. It's acting up, y'all. All right.
Like you said, women put women before men in what way? In many ways. You know, my girlfriend come before my man. But we talked about it a little more in depth, you know, in the beginning. If you want to check it on the rewind.
We're about to end the show, so I'm a child.
Awesome. Lucky Marie. That's right. Get them vlogs ready.
I'm gonna try one more time. All right. Let's see if it does now.
Okay. And Mills. No woman is coming before my man.
Okay. Here are some of the reasons why women don't hold each other accountable. Trauma, jealousy, don't want to argue and fight. You avoid hurting their feelings, embarrassed to admit the truth, lie to exclude them, the single white female syndrome, black feminism, misery loves company, and lack of empathy. If you want to, go back and do the replay so you can see what we were talking about in depth. So, guys, that is it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this. So are we doing this time of day on Fridays?
Sure.
Okay. So
good time you doing that to get that.
Look, anytime the spirit moves me, I'm going like, sis, look, I saw something, so we need to talk about
I can lay in the bed like that. I saw it too.
You know how we do. We see something like, girl, look at this, and then
you be right on playing with my mind, because those videos I absolutely saw. I was like,
yes, I'll be like, girl, I saw something. Let's go talk about something. So look, at any moment, Sister Cole gonna come up on your screen, on your YouTube thing.
I'll put y'all notification button on.
So put y'all notification bell on, because I'm always seeing something. We always seeing something around here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am so grateful. Thank you guys for all the ones that gave the super chat.
Yes,
make sure you guys go and subscribe to Mrs. She Said. She is premiering her channel on Sunday at 2:00 Eastern time. So make sure you don't miss it because she's gonna be talking about the Mister. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And if
never
you
watched the classic, The Color Purple, please take it.
Yes, and if you don't see it, I'm gonna post it on my community wall. So then guys, when you come back to my community wall, you'll see it. So then you can go to the link, and it'll send you to her platform. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I am so grateful that all of you guys tuned in for this lunch hour with Pal with me.
Much appreciated.
This was fun. I hope it was informative. And then next Sunday, we're going to get deep into some other things. We're going to actually break down some of these stereotypes, some of these misconceptions, and some of these things that we need to change as women, especially our Black women, because we want to see our community win and not go down this path that we are going down. A lot of times we look at our anecdotal experiences to determine what's going out, in the world, but actually it's the total opposite. It's a hot mess, y'all. It is what it is. We got crazy stuff going on, and so that we need to, a lot of people say, why are you talking about? You keep talking about. A lot of times, what the first thing to healing is to identify what the sickness is. If you don't identify what the sickness is, how are you going to be able to heal it? Yep. So this is why we're talking about these things. Okay? So don't be throwing no shade.
It's time to break them cycles.
And I'm going to play Michelle. I'm going to bring Michelle, a.k.a. Cedar, for my disclaimer. Because I don't got time to hear all you shaming and bashing. Like I said, you can't beat me. So, okay.
Don't apply, let it fly.
So if it ain't you, don't get triggered. But if it triggers you,
then reflect on that. I was an angry triggerer. Don't take this, child. Listen,
right.
I had to check it.
Exactly.
And you can too. That's all I'm saying.
So we not blaming and shaming and bashing. We just identifying some of the cancers that's out here, and trying to, see how we can change it, bring solutions into our community. We can't save the world, but at least we can save the people around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, y'all check out my friends.
Yes.
And we gonna say good. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Yes.
Have a good Friday. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 7:30 Eastern time for the all-male panel and me in the middle, of course.
It's going down.
We're going to talk about baby mama terrorists. And I'm going to ask the men, why are you letting children raise your children? Ponder that. See y'all later, guys. Love y'all.
Please.
Wow.